Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Roller Paradox, and today we're going to be going over. Wow, I can talk.
Talking is hard, guys. Talking is hard.
Today we're going to go over part 6 of the top 100 competitive Pokemon in VGC 2015, and this is of course number 50 to 41, as we've had up to number 51 already. So yeah, we're just going to dive straight into it. Number 50 is going to be Lando I.
Lando's Incarnate is pretty good under Sand because it's got like the Sand Force ability, which basically boosts its Rock, Ground, and Steel moves by 30%. Meaning that you're generally going to see the special one because it has 115 base special attack. It's not bad by any means.
But with Sand Force, it gets pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean it has 125 base attack, but you do a better job at utilizing its special attack because pretty much every single Lando I runs Hidden Power Ice.
Hidden Power Ice, Earth Powers,
Stone Edge actually.
Stone Edge is actually.
It's kind of mixed, but you still don't invest in your attack, but because Stone Edge is just for taking out something like
Talonflame,
or
Gyarados,
even because
Aerodactyl, a Charizard, things like that.
Yeah. And Hidden Power Ice is for like other Landos or Salamence.
Yeah.
It gets pretty strong. It's like Timid Nature because it actually has a 101 base speed, which outspeeds stuff like Kangaskhan, and you get the point. It's really good.
Speed tier.
It's good.
I mean, also in OU, it's known for its signature Sheer Force Life Orb set because Sheer Force is his ability. But of course, that's not legitimate in VGC. So
not OU anymore.
Oh yeah, of course they banned it for you because Smallgun's stupid. Anyway, 49 is
we're gonna get a lot of hate for that, but
I don't give a damn.
We don't like that ban. Just Mega Tyranitar, yeah. Well,
Mega Tyranitar. Yay, bulk and sand and 164 attack. That's what it is.
164 attack, 150
defense,
120
special defense,
plus the sand, which
it's insane,
and 71 base speed, which actually gets really high with Dragon Dance.
Yep. I mean, this thing doesn't die. That's what it does. It doesn't die.
Well, unless it's like a close combat or something. Like,
then it's still gonna eat it up. Like 100 and 150 bulk. That's amazing.
I mean, it's not gonna eat up a stab close combat. It's not gonna eat up Lando.
Other than typing, this guy is the bulkiest Pokemon in the game.
Lando T's, well, yeah.
Lando T's superpower is not gonna do enough.
Yeah, it is. Actually, it is. You overestimate the bulk of Mega Titar, but it's still really very bulky. I think you might actually be able to EV it into tanking that hit, but
of course,
it's really powerful.
Yeah,
you're going to want to invest in
it's very powerful. It's very tanky, but its typing kind of screws it over defensively.
Yeah, offensively, it's a really great typing with Crunch and Rock Slide doing a lot of damage.
Coming from that 164 base attack.
Rock Slide is never bad because Rock Slide is one, a busted move, two, like stab with 164 base attack, it just hits really hard.
And three, you get boost from Dragon Dance, so it hits even harder.
You can opt to go for Earthquake over Dragon Dance, but well, I like Dragon Dance a bit more.
I mean, sure, Edgequake is good and stuff, but Dragon Dance just boosts your attack to insane levels, even though it's already insane.
And Crunch is just really awesome to have as an extra option.
Definitely. For things like, I don't know.
Moving on to 48.
It's going to be Mamoswine. No, I'll just let Paradox do the talking on this one because he's a big fan of Mamoswine. Just go ahead.
Basically, there's two sets of Mamoswine, and they're both really bad. Just kidding. You see the Choice Band Jolly set for like most Pokemon, but this guy actually is better off with a Choice Band Adamant set because actually, after Intimidate, it basically just out-prioritizes and OHKOs Lando T with Ice Shard.
That's pretty good. That's not gonna lie.
That's nothing to laugh at, actually. It's like it has Earthquake because it's an awesome Pokemon. Icicle
Crash.
You can see the Jolly Scarf set because that outspeeds Lando and outgoes it with Icicle Crash. It actually is a damage roll on Salamence, but the band set just straight up OHKOs something like Thundurus, like bulky Thundurus with Icicle Crash.
And of course, bulky Thundurus cannot touch Mamoswine because
his best bet is like Hidden Power Ice, but that does nothing.
Which is neutral. And actually, it's not neutral because
it's neutral, but half because of Thick Fat. But this guy is just amazing because like Ice Shard is doing a lot of damage. You can opt to go for Rock Slide, but if you run the band set, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't really recommend Ice Shard on the Scarf set, but
it works. I guess you can try.
You can try, but I prefer Superpower on both sets because actually the band set probably OHKOs Actually, it OHKOs Gaston.
Yep.
Which is amazing, but you really need Tailwind support for that. So it's.
Because it's gonna OHKO you back with Volt Kick, basically.
Not even back. It's just going to outspeed and OHKO you.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
I recommend investing in speed because it already has kind of a decent amount of natural bulk with 110 base HP and 80 defense and 60 speed def. It's not bad, but
the defensive stats are kind of rubbish. But it's HP kind of.
This is not a common Pokemon, but it's really good. I don't know why people don't use it because
this is basically one of this is the best T counters. And Thunderous as well. So it's double Genie, just gone.
Yeah, basically, the thing is with this guy is it's not used, but it's really very good. It's the best Ice Stab in the game. It has the best Ice Stab in the game,
pretty much.
Just the absolute best. Not even arguably, it's just the best.
So. Then we got Mamoswine, guys. I just told you that Paradox found this guy amazing. Anyway, so we got 47. It's Thunderstarion.
This guy has 101 base speed, just like Tornado's Eye.
Thunder's.
Sorry,
Lando's
Eye. Yeah.
We're derping. Anyway, but the big difference is that this guy has 145 special attack, which is pretty much.
You can run this guy's Scarf.
Quite a lot.
You can run this guy's Choice Scarf with Hidden Power Ice to outspeed and OHKO something like Landorus T.
Definitely.
Choice Scarf. But the more common things are like Life Orb. You kind of
Choice Specs is a possibility.
Choice Specs, you always see Thunderbolt unless it's on a rain team. Then you might see Thunder
or stuff, and we get Hidden Power Ice, of course.
Volt Switch is also common. Gaston is pretty common on a spec set, but it's really just
it's in general pretty common. But
yeah, well, if you have a Life Orb, just swap Volt Switch out for the Protect.
Yeah.
It's just like that. And there's not really much else to it. This guy is
really he sweeps. That's what he does.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. So 46 is going to be Mega Gyarados
and regular Gyarados,
and of course Mega Gyarados because it's not bad.
Actually, they just regular Gyarados has Intimidate, which actually makes him extremely bulky because he already has a pretty big pretty huge amount of natural bulk.
Defense?
I don't know, not sure.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's
really weird,
really high. It has like 81 base speed, which isn't bad because it has Dragon Dance, and it can actually, well, Mega Gyarados gets even bulkier with the Intimidate.
It gets a lot bulkier,
and it gets Mold Breaker, which actually basically means that pairing it with a Pachirisu, like Station Park did, well, you can basically set up a Dragon Dance, and next turn something like Earthquake Protect.
Yep.
And just straight up kill.
Or just run an Air Balloon in your patch. Oh wait, never mind, that's not gonna work.
No, just shit was very bad.
Basically, most of the times when you see Mega Gyarados, it's gonna be Mold Breaker EQ. Just expect that.
Yeah.
Of course, coming from a 155 base attack stat, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
And don't think you're safe switching in your Levitate Pokemon because it actually hits them with Mold Breaker.
Plus, it breaks through sturdy, which is also kind of important to know.
Yeah.
And it has Waterfall, which just hits really hard.
That does a lot of damage.
And if you want, you can opt to go for like something like Ice Fang over Earthquake, but Ice Fang
not over Earthquake. Not over Earthquake. You don't do that.
Yeah, well, it's like if you do that, you pretty much already have Crunch over Dragon Dance, so you need to pick it over Earthquake. But I really wouldn't recommend it because the Elemental Fangs are bad. Are really bad. Just
don't run them.
Don't run them.
If you have
Strong Jaw.
Strong Jaw, exactly. Which is not very common. But anyway, so yeah, that was Gyarados, Mega Gyarados. Yay. 45 is Mega Mawile.
This guy can actually work on
I think we have some explaining to do here. Why is it so low?
Well,
because we all know what Mega Mawile does. I mean,
has huge power, 105 base attack, it just skyrockets into oblivion like 250 base or something. It's a really powerful Pokemon, but it's like yeah. Well, the thing with this guy is actually it might get to like 290 or something. It gets really high, but
it's a lot of attack. That's our point. But it's kind of slow. That's the big point.
It's kind of slow, and it's not bulky, but it's not really bulky as well.
It's got like 50 HP or something,
50, 125, 95. It's bulky, but it cannot really eat up a lot of hits. Even
one super effective hit, it dies. That's what.
Even with the Intimidate,
definitely.
Like the problem with this guy is also that's really slow. If you want to run it on a Tailwind, you really need to run fast, like with Jolly Nature and stuff like that.
Full speed investment, basically.
And you lose a lot of attack with that.
Also, you're very weak against Intimidate and Will-O-Wisp, so be careful of that.
Yeah. And you can run that. You can run it perfectly on Trick Room. It's a really good Pokemon on Trick Room. I run it on Trick Room, and it's really powerful. Really powerful.
So on Trick Room is very strong, but outside of it, not so much.
Plus, both stabs are resisted by fire and steel, so you kind of need to run Hydreigon or something like that again, which is kind of a pain.
Or Heatran, of course, because
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why Mega Mawile's just so low, because we all know what he does.
Yeah.
Basically. So 44 is Gengar.
Regular Gengar gets
Gengar.
like it has Protect, but it's not really necessary. You kind of want to always run a Sash on this unless you run a Sweepy set, which isn't really too common in doubles because this guy gives awesome support with Fast Taunt with like 110 base speed. It's not
Gets
bad.
Icy
It gets
Wind, gets Will-O-Wisp, gets all kinds.
It gets Shadow Ball, it gets Sludge Bomb. If you want to go there, I mean, seriously, it gets a lot of support. It gets yeah, well, that's about.
It gets Destiny Bond.
Yeah, it gets like that. It gets Focus Blast. You can make an offensive set with this guy. It even gets Dazzling Gleam, just so that you know.
Just like Alakazam, actually, forgot.
Yeah, well,
anyway,
it's really something to be afraid of, but it's not really something that people will run. It's just not common. It has a 130 base special attack.
Special attack, yeah, 110 base speed, right?
It hits really hard, but it's like you want to run a fast support.
Yeah, basically.
Ice Wind is probably it might be a 2-KO on a Lando. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it hits a lot harder than Cresselia does, but it's
but
not. You don't take it for the damage. Really.
You have a Sash, so you're going to invest in special attack anyway. So it hits.
Right.
That's why it hits harder, as well as the just straight up higher base stat.
But yeah, so that's basically Gengar. Don't expect the Sweepy Gengar because it's not that common.
Yeah.
43 is Whimsicott. Yes, my favorite prankster user in the game. Fastest Taunt, fastest. Well, basically, he gets Cotton Guard, he gets Substitute, he gets fast priority, basically.
Well, not exactly, because Talonflame is...
Screw Talonflame, well, we're talking about Prankster
here.
If
you run faster Whimsicott, like Beneficial Nature, it actually outspeeds Talonflame by, I think, 1 point. No, actually,
something like that.
More points.
And then you get set
actually 1 point.
And then you get set up on it with Cotton Guard and it doesn't kill you. Yay.
No, actually, more points. But whatever. You have Encore, which is just really...
Encore, definitely.
It's really disruptive, especially if you pair it up with the Taunt next to her.
I really like to run Encore on this guy to punish Protects, because, well, basically when your opponent protects, then you
Taunt after that.
Just not wait a turn and then Taunt, because they're
unless the Protect doesn't fail, but I think it always fails because it doesn't have priority then.
Right.
So just wait 1 turn and Taunt after that. Tailwind is also really good. And
Tailwind, yes.
You can opt to go for Giga Drain, but
Moonblast.
I prefer Moonblast because you're not going to need to sustain anyways, and you're going
because Whimsicott's pretty frail. I mean, he's not there to eat up hits. He's just there to sit around and be annoying.
Unless you're on the Cotton Guard set, which basically.
Yeah. But that's more for singles. Cotton Guard stuff is more for singles.
You can run a defensive Whimsicott, and then it's like Thunderous, but it's a lot less bulky because actually, you see you make a Venusaur, you lose.
Yeah,
because actually, Sludge Bomb just takes it out, but Slap a Sash...
Poison in general takes it out.
Yeah.
4 times weak.
But slap a Sash on it and it's good to go.
Yeah, in doubles. So yeah, that's Whimsicott. I really like it a lot. So 42 is Gastrodon.
Oh god, this guy's amazing.
And this is one of my favorite Pokemon of my neighbor here.
Yeah. Well, not really neighbor, but like you get the point. Ish.
You're next to me, so you're my neighbor. Go on.
Well, this guy has amazing bulk with the defensive typing. I
mean, we've talked about that with Mega Swampert. I mean,
yeah, it has a little bit less bulk than Mega Swampert, but with this guy, you're not going to invest in speed, so you're probably going to. I have a weird spread with like full special attack, quiet nature is my trigger from Gastron. It gets amazing coverage, by the way. Like 44 defense and something in the rest in like HP, like 212. But I don't really have a reason for it. I just want a more physical bulk.
Yeah, it gets Skull, it gets Ice Beam,
Earth Power.
It's just amazing. Things like that.
You don't really need more. Cool. It even gets Recover for a Sustain, which kind of makes it a tad bit better than Swampert in a way, but
because it actually has a good sustain other than Swampert, which needs to rely on rest if it wants to.
It can actually go a lot with Expert Belt.
Yeah, right. I mean, my friend knows he's ran it, but yeah, so that's Gastrodon.
It OHKOs Lando.
Yeah, that's Gastrodon.
But I recommend running it on Trick Room.
Yeah, so number 41 we've got, and it is the last one for this video, of course. It's gonna be Ferrothorn. What are you doing up there, Ferrothorn? Oh wait,
he's hanging on the ceiling.
That's a Ferrothorn. Never mind.
Well, Ferrothorn is just another
very
Pokemon
underrated.
It's another Pokemon I like to use. It has a great defensive typing, and
Grass Steel's like almost Bug Steel
straight up
fighting weakness.
It's straight up a counter to like Kangaskhan.
Yeah.
Because the recoil that Kangaskhan gets from a Rocky Helmet Ferrothorn is actually 712. I can't talk. It's like 712 of its HP, which basically means you lose over half just by recoil.
And for example, if you do a fake out, it's going to do absolutely nothing to this Ferrothorn. I mean, it doesn't even do 10%.
Yeah, and basically, if you if you're so stupid to actually do that to a Ferrothorn, pretty much the Ferrothorn is going to flinch.
Sure, but you have
like a lot of recoil.
10 times more damage than this Ferrothorn.
Pretty much every Mach Punch in the game will KO you, except for like a special Mon or something like that. But it's really Ferrothorn is really good. It also can it's one of the few Pokemon that can get back from like
2-for-1 situation.
Yeah, that.
Or 3-for-1 even, depends.
Well, not really. I mean, seriously,
if your opponent has no answer to this guy, yeah, sure.
You can switch out and stuff like that. So
yeah, right, but still.
So you lose your Leech Seed Sustain. Basically, you can Leech Seed the 2 Pokemon, protect next turn, you regain a lot of health.
Leech Seed protect, not the Leech Seed again protect. That's how it works.
Yeah, and Power Weapon actually, Gyro Ball do a lot of damage. Gyro Ball does
a surprising amount of damage. I mean, it's got 91 base attack, right?
Something like that, yeah.
That's half to Kangaskhan, right?
94, I think, actually. But it does around half to Kangaskhan, which is amazing.
Because it actually all goes out or kills after Rocky Helmet and Ironbark Recoil.
Yeah, this guy is just the Kangaskhan counter.
He just because that's what he does.
Actually, he eats up a low kick. Yeah, and easily. I think the first recoil will actually take it out. Yeah, it will. Not too sure. No, it might not. No. But it'll take it down to like 11, 12. But I'm not. I haven't run the calcs yet, but it's an amazing Pokemon.
Very underrated too. Like nobody uses it ever.
I mean, I use it on a rain team, but I might actually just slap on another Pokemon. I don't know. It's kind of weak to fighting and fire, but it's like if you can handle that, you're good to go. This guy just
very much.
If you slap on a Togekiss, you're pretty much good to go.
So yeah, guys, use Ferrothorn. So that was, I guess, the video for today, or not for today, but for this time. Anyway, so you got the playlist annotation, you got the part 5, and we've gone over this already. I mean, you know what it is.
Yeah,
if you watched it.
Click the annotations, stuff like that.
Annotations, yay.
Well, leave your opinion
leave your opinion in the comments below. And, smash the like button.
Question of the day, the first one, and probably
the last one.
Yeah.
Well, because yeah.
Rate 1 to 10. How hard do you think it is to talk?
Yes, definitely. So yeah,
I think it's very difficult.
We both think so.
Like 10 is hard, and I think it's around like 8 to 9 or something like that. Yeah.
So we got that going. So anyway, hope you enjoyed, and yeah, peace.
Bye.